Hi, I'm VidHead85. If you're deaf or hard of hearing, I will write a post for you to read. Oh wait, this is read. This is right. To read. Link below. Thank you. DNC Datamine. So the DNC is headed by Debbie Wasserman Schultz, who worked on Hillary's 2007 campaign. She did something that pushed me to cement a Bernie or bust commitment. Let me explain. The DNC holds data for all campaigns and took down, well, their vendor did, a firewall that separates the different campaigns from accessing each other's data. So a staffer, or four, I hear, accesses the data. However, as one of them was fired and no others were, actually two more were, I think three people were fired. Also, let me mention the fact that the DNC was told about the issue when the vendor did nothing about it. It's quite interesting. What's even more of a suspicion is who the vendor is. Aaron Wasserman is Debbie's nephew. Now, moving on, after the staffers were fired, the DNC suspended access to Bernie's voter files. They are his, not the DNC's. This had persisted for 2 days, and it really went viral the night before the third debate. I could be wrong about the timeline, though. Saturday morning, the DNC had restored access. Now, Bernie has defended Hillary from unfair attacks, as I surely would, like when Donald Trump's bathroom comment after the whole "I don't want to stand for 3 hours" and collectively bargaining to enhance their debate position. Because, well, we need to talk about policy, not personality. Every single issue I have with Hillary is policy and not born of sexism, misogyny, or other foolishness. As far as at this time, Clinton has not come to call for an independent investigation of the DNC or the software vendor for not appropriately dealing with the breach. Also, this isn't the first time that the firewall has come down. A few ITs had asked, why didn't they do a safety patch while the firewalls were down? I wondered that too, because when you're updating software, you need to remember the safety of the network. So the fact that Debbie Wasserman Schultz didn't keep this quiet and in-house, but by releasing it or leaking it, she actually helped end Bernie's blackout. The bigger point I want explained by the DNC is, why haven't you scolded, reprimanded, chewed out, went in on the vendor for such a rookie mistake? Why hasn't the DNC chosen a responsible vendor who will take breaches seriously? Bernie has sued the DNC also noticed that the New Hampshire and Iowa primaries are weeks away. The timing and publicity of Datamine is curious. So why do I call it Datamine? Leaving the door open, learning about that door being open, and not locking it makes you complicit in a rivalry if or when it occurs. No information had been downloaded. Otherwise, the DNC would definitely have let that be known. When Debbie Wasserman Schultz was interviewed about Datamine, she blinked constantly and sputtered, which to me, and I'm pretty sure it indicates possible deception. Any FBI agent would probably say so. They left a mine buried in their data, exposing it, then making the issue public to hurt Bernie's campaign, even after he acted ethically by discharging those three staffers. This action in Datamine has pushed me to irrevocably refuse to support Hillary Clinton, even if she is the nominee. The biggest reason is that this is a naked power play to damage a fellow Democrat's campaign. And again, Hillary hasn't joined the call for an independent probe to truly determine from someone who has no stake at all, which is how the DNC chair should be. I refuse to support her at all because she's a corporate Democrat that has a conflict of interest so great she'd use 9/11 to defend Wall Street donations. For me, I actually wonder if Hillary believes what she's saying when she says it. The only line in the first debate that she scored on was when she said what was her paid family leave line. Bernie is forthright, animated, and I don't doubt that what he says he believes, and his policies and ambitions are as great as his love for our country. He's been standing with unions and workers. He goes on shows and has a blast. Hillary must negotiate everything, and as a co-host of Morning Joe said, I agree with them very occasionally, you have to roll out the red carpet for her. There couldn't be more of a fork in the road between the two candidates. So, as far as I'm concerned, Team Bernie, feel the burn. Thank you so much.